I'll be right back.
Starting
now,
recording.
Yeah, I started the recording.
Mike is recording the call.
Not making that mistake again.
Hey, and I can stop the recording.
Don't you dare.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying I have the option to.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm just letting everything run.
And in today's episode of Mike Leaves Things Recording. All right, folks. Let's see what we got. I think that's a paint tray. On the back, that would make sense. Oh, I see a cat here. I see a putty cat. All right, so we got painting shit on his miter station. We got, what is that over to the other side of that stoplight? Is that a record or is that a magazine? I'm going to say it's a magazine instead of some sort of picture. He's got his little pointer thing. It looks like some wood filler, sandpaper, little painter's things. Cup from, I'm going to say Portillo's. Let's see here, his usual White Sox flags. Or towels. I think those are towels, like the little hankies that they hand out. I'm sure Wisconsin is one of his other favorite Big Ten teams, which makes no sense. Let's see here. The cat's still sitting in the corner, behaving very well, not moving. Now I have it's a 26-inch screen in front of me, filled with Mike's workshop, absent Mike, and it would appear as though his cat has laid down. Oh, Mike has brought his chair. He has swapped the stool for a chair, and now he is sitting.
Here we go.
Welcome, Mike.
Hi, buddy.
Is that a magazine next to the stop block, or is that a mouse pad?
That's actually a mouse pad next to the stop block. Oh, yeah, that's a mouse pad.
Damn.
How can you see
that? Was
that?
A magazine. I have your screen completely blown up to take up the entirety of my computer screen, which is about 26 inches.
Oh, so you don't see yourself?
I see myself. I am probably a half inch.
Oh, you're on a monitor.
Up in the corner.
Okay.
I don't need to see me. I know what I look like. I'm having a conversation with you.
Or my cat.
Well, your cat laid down. I figured it was bored. And is that cup over
here we
just
go.
outside of your dust shroud? Is that from Portillo's?
Yeah, it's filled with candle wax.
Nailed it.
I get those.
I was guessing
large.
I was guessing what restaurant that was from, and then I was guessing that was a magazine.
Not a magazine. You're shooting 1 for 2.
Yeah.
Or 2 for
500. 500. I'm still in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah.
Still a Hall of Fame hitter.
So I get those large Diet Cokes from Portillo's, and then I keep the cups, and then I always run a candle in the shop so it smells, comforting and friendly. And then
I guess it is Pride Month.
I pour the wax as it's burning into that cup, and then I was going to then remelt all that wax and then make candles again out of it by adding. You can get the wax wick strips from like Michael's or
Hobby
Lobby, and then just keep reburning it until there's no candle wax left. I threw the last block out. So I'm running out of space for all the shit I got.
So while you were getting this all set up, I did some research for you.
Oh, all right, cool.
You can get a chainsaw mill for about $100 on Amazon.
I see you sent me the link. Thank you very much.
You can also get a 36-inch bar and chain to put in your chainsaw for $115, $120. So for about $225, you could be completely set up to mill up your own logs.
Awesome. And by logs, you mean the one log I have?
Yes, the one log. But then you could go look for more logs.
There's a forest preserve right near me. I think that would be theft.
There's a walnut orchard not too far from me.
Oh.
And in the middle, if a tree goes down in a windstorm,
I'm grabbing it.
I might be going out.
I just picked up a one of those car plug-in tire inflator things from a rollover crash scene that we had the other night. I was on the was on the street in a box. So I just picked it up and put it in my car.
And this is mine.
And this is mine. And
hey, I'm going to try kicking my fan up a notch because it's hot as shit in here.
All right.
I want to know if it messes with the audio too much.
All right. That's horrible.
It's a tad loud.
Really loud.
Damn it.
It sounds like you're running a lawnmower in your office.
Yeah, no, it's just my little Ryobi.
Take off your hat because that'll cool your body down.
It's just my little Ryobi fan.
Yeah.
That I got from Ryobi days last year. Yeah.
I'm looking at the mill. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. So this might
chainsaws from 14 to 36 inches.
And my chainsaw is actually the Ryobi one.
Is it the 40 volt or the 18?
I'm not sure. Kim bought it, and she buys a lot of the 40 volt stuff, but I'm not sure if it's 40 or 18. But
I was say because mine's the 40 volt and it's a 14 incher.
Okay, I think I can also rent a chainsaw from Home Depot.
You could.
So
wouldn't you rather have one that's yours?
I need more room for all this shit I have.
You need it. You find the place later.
Oh, this you can even for another from $116 for up to a 36-inch chainsaw. You can go up to $140 and get up to a 48-inch chainsaw for just $5 more or whatever.
I mean, you might as well.
Bigger's always better. All right, I'm saving this.
I've never heard anybody utter the phrase, you know what? I wish this was smaller.
Right. Well,
a lot of times I've heard, God, I wish this was bigger.
Yes. It's high quality steel and aluminum construction.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's basically
a lot of 3.5-star reviews on it on Amazon.
I haven't looked into it too much, but I was even thinking that, even if your chainsaw doesn't cut all the way through the log, you could probably go
halfway,
just go through, wedge it as you go, and then flip it and then cut the other half.
Possibly.
I don't know how safe that is, but I'm sure you could do it.
I could do it, yeah. Not you. I'll do it.
I mean, I'd do it.
And if I get injured, then you'll know not to do it.
Yeah, then I know that was probably a bad idea. I should not do that.
All right. I'm looking just to put this really quick in my, what do you call it? Wish list?
Cart? Your wish list?
No, not my cart, because then someone might accidentally buy it although I do want to.
Wouldn't that be kind of a happy accident?
Yeah. Oh, man, I wanted to bring down a book for Father's Day. I had to work. So I came down to get ready for work, and there was a gift bag on the counter from my daughter. And it was a book. And the title of the book is Why to Vote for Democrats. And I'm like, what the she give me this book
Are you deliberately trying to piss me off?
Yeah, I wanna bring it down and show you. But I was gonna post it on my stories anyways, just flipping through it. But so I get the book, and on the back it's got, on the front under the top, it's got a quote from Donald Trump. Trump tweeted, "This is the greatest book," whatever. And then on the back there's a bunch of platitudes towards the author about it's an easy read. I read it twice. It's fantastically well said or well written. And I'm like, all right. So I start thumbing through it. It's completely blank. It's got chapters like economics, blank, fucking hilarious.
So she bought you basically some bound pieces of paper.
I could use it as a notebook if I wanted to write it, but
that
that would ruin it.
It would. That would ruin the joke.
It would ruin the joke. So I brought it to work. And out of all the people that we have at work, one guy is a staunch liberal. Well, maybe two. And he came in for a SWAT call out. He's a sniper on the SWAT team. And he came in for a SWAT call out yesterday. And I had the book sitting on the squad room table. And I'm like, hey, Patrick, look what my daughter got me. And he's like, all right. And he takes the book. He's like all excited. And he opens it. He goes, the fuck? And he goes to throw it in a garbage can. everybody else had the opposite. They're like, great. What the hell? And I'm like, go to page 50. And then they're like, open it up, completely blank. Okay. Hey, I need the name of that book. So it's hilarious, man. So I'm trying to turn on the Bluetooth for the podcaster. Yeah, so we can play the. Well, actually, isn't JB's question written somewhere?
It was written. I screenshotted it, and now I have to find it.
Yeah. Still got bacon in my mouth from that BLT I had for breakfast.
There's a dick joke in there.
The beer didn't wash it all down.
Weird. All right, so we did. Do you like making flags last week, right?
Right. I'm going to go find David's question because I'm going to log into our handcuffs and sawdust at Gmail email.
.com.
No.
At gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, at gmail.com.
Say it the whole way.
Look,
whole
I got
ass or no ass.
I got an email from Squadcast saying out of the office on Juneteenth. Of course you are.
Hey, you know what? You know what June is?
Almost summer.
Nope.
What is it?
Alzheimer's. It's Alzheimer's Awareness Month.
I knew that, but then I forgot it.
Yeah, it happens.
Let's see if this is the second question.
Hey, what's up, guys? Dave from 516 Woodworks. Seems like I'm always sending something woodworking related, but how about I send you something that is...
Okay, we answered that one, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. This might be the first one. Open.
What's going on, guys? David from 516 Woodworks. Seems like it's been forever since I've sent you guys a question. So here's the one for this week.
All right. I'm not going to listen to it because I don't want to have to edit it out. So I have it ready to go. When it's time, we'll have to answer it.
We'll figure it out. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. What else? Oh, and I want to bring up my notes because I've got lots of notes on stuff that happened this week. Thanks for sending that chainmail thing. That's awesome. So it's a bitch from hell. I actually, last night I had this woman at work and I had to, I'll tell you about her. We had to deal with her a couple times during the night. But at one point I asked my boss if he had seen Horrible Bosses. And then when Charlie Day goes off on Jennifer Aniston, you crazy bitch whore. That's the deal I was dealing with last night. Oh my God. And then I wake up this afternoon and late this evening, and I got a text message from my buddy who's, on the day shift, and he's like, "Did you drive some chick to the airport?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I drove that fucking psycho bitch to the airport. What'd she need?" She's saying we have her phone cord and Bible. I'm like, "No." And her mother called. I'm like, "No." So I'll tell you about her during the show. Crazy psycho bitch. She wasn't a titty flopping, snatch smacking chick, but she was still psycho.
Was it flop flop?
Flop flop bang bang.
Smack
poke.
smack.
Smack smack. Yeah.
Diddle diddle.
Put your kitty in the middle. Something like you did in a chair. So you had a nice Father's Day, right? You were off.
Yeah.
I was not off.
I've been off. By the time I go back to work, it'll be 5 days. It's like a mini vacation.
Like a mini vacation.
Yeah. So I had my regular 3 days off, and then I took off Friday for Annie's birthday, and then explain to me how this works. So I was number one on the wait list to have Saturday off. The guy on my patrol team gave back Saturday that he had already had off. So a guy who had it off gave it back to work, which in theory would bump me from number one on the wait list to having it off, correct?
Correct.
It didn't happen.
How not?
I don't know. I don't understand the math, so I took a mental health day.
But you still got the day off.
Yes, because I called in sick.
Good plan.
Don't care.
No, I mean, you were supposed to have it off. Yeah. And then all the pieces fell into place for you to have it off.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get it off. Got it off.
Sometimes you just got to make shit happen.
Right. I mean, you go to work for one day. No, that's not how it goes.
No, I wasn't missing the dance recital.
Yeah.
Not this one.
I went to one dance recital for both my kids at the same time. They were both in it. And so I don't know how old they were, maybe 8 and 6, somewhere around there, maybe 7 and 5. My son did tap dancing. Holy shit, dude. I was in the front row, and then there was a stage, and he was like right in front of me. He was so good. He was doing that thing where they're on the ground and their feet flying around, and I don't know. I'm like, what? Where did this come from? And I was yelling and screaming, cheering him on like no one else. And he got all embarrassed, even though he was really little. But that was pretty cool. And then I think that was the last dance recital either one of them did. So I'm glad you got a chance to go.
Yeah, she's going to take, she wants to take the summer off from dancing. So she's still going to do gymnastics, and they're playing Junior Giants baseball.
Oh, is that like Little League?
It's similar. It's run through like the San Francisco Giants, basically their version of Little League, where it's free.
Okay, free is good.
Yeah, and I coached it one year. So every year the Giants do a glove drive at the ballpark.
Like rubber gloves?
No, like you bring in like
the EMS people wear?
No, you bring in like a baseball glove, a new or gently used baseball glove. You donate it. And what they do is they take all those gloves and they donate them back to all the kids playing Junior Giants.
Oh, nice.
So every kid gets a glove. Okay. You don't have to worry about, like, they try to make it so where there is no barrier for a kid
not to be able to play.
Yeah. So if you want to play baseball, you just go out and play baseball.
Right.
And then they have like, it's honestly, it's kind of cool. It's like a curriculum that the coaches are supposed to teach each week, whether it's going over like integrity, teamwork, sportsmanship, honestly, like nutrition, so like life things too.
Right. That's
which is really cool. And then like each week that the kids go, they get like a prize for going. And it's usually like stupid small things like a bookmark or like a drawstring backpack.
Okay.
And then I think at the end of the season, if you go every week, you get like a bobblehead. And usually like you get some sort of like free ticket that they give out to the teams and stuff. So you'll like, they try to foster that love for baseball. Like, okay, cool. Now you've played it for a little bit. Hey, here's a free ticket to go watch the real Giants.
Oh, that's very cool. Awesome.
So it should be fun.
Did you get your ticket yet?
No.
Okay.
The first practice for them is like Thursday. I
want to go to the Sox game so bad. It's like an hour and a half away from me to go. I'm like, there's just no fucking way. I just can't go. So we have, like I told you in our pre-show live, we've got 4 minor league teams within 30 minutes of my house, and one right next to the town. I work security at one of the parks during the season, so those are much easier to get to and cheaper and whatever.
The only downside to going to San Jose Giants games is, at least during day games, there's no shade.
Oh, really?
Dying.
Okay. That sucks.
But it's a good time. We actually got to go out onto the field after the game and play catch in the outfield.
Okay. Oh, that was very nice. Cool. Yeah, very cool.
And I'm super familiar with that neighborhood and area surrounding the stadium, so
right.
Well, I know all the quick ways to get back onto the freeway and get the hell out of there.
Get out of there, yeah. On Sundays, the White Sox do Family Day.
Okay.
And then they have ticket discounts and stuff like that, but they let the kids run the bases on the.
Yeah, I think most places will let the kids run the bases on like Sundays.
Yeah.
But this one, like, they were touting just like, hey, the Father's Day catch, and like some of these guys were like, they're not going to get to run the bases. I'm like, dude, you get to go play catch in the outfield.
Catch on the field.
Like, quit being a dick.
Yeah.
Like this poor person, like they're getting no joy out of this. In fact, we're holding them up. So just go out into the friggin' outfield, play catch with your kid, and just be happy with it.
We the Sox also do like movie in the park, and they'll
Okay.
You get to camp out on center field from left field to right field, and they play the movie on the big screen, and then you just camp out all night. You sleep in a tent.
The Giants
you
do
sleep
something
in a
similar.
sleeping bag out in the outfield and watch a movie.
The Giants do something similar, but the only thing is like I thought that was a cool thing, and then having gone to a ton of night games at that stadium, it gets fucking cold.
Yeah, it does. How about you?
Like, no thanks.
Yeah, I think what's that saying? The coldest winter I ever spent was the summer in San Francisco, and it's true. Kim and I went to a Giants game there against the Dodgers of all people back at Candlestick, and it was fucking freezing.
Well,
the fog was rolling in off the bay, and I'm like, holy shit! People got on the bus with parkas and shit, and it was August. I looked at Kim, I'm like, what are we missing? We get there, fucking freezing.
Well, ridiculous. That's the thing is like at the back in the day, if you stayed the full 9 innings at Candlestick, you would get a pin, the Candlestick. Okay, I didn't get one of those. So, I got frostbite. Yeah. Well, I went into, I think it was when I think AT&T or Oracle now had already been built, but the Niners still played at the Stick. So we're sitting up in the upper deck, and I swear to you, the wind was blowing about 30 miles an hour from my left to my right. Yeah. And about 40 miles an hour from my right to my left simultaneously. I walked in there with a sore throat, and I walked out with strep. Oh, my God. Like, I'm dying. Oh, I should shut off my... Yeah. I have my phone Bluetooth to the Roadcaster, so I should probably put it on Do Not Disturb. Because that was... Or at least silence it. I was getting a text. I'll silence you. What? Is that a threat? Could be. Yeah, but you know what? On my Do Not Disturb, all my family members can still get through, so I'll have to just silence that. Because, emergencies. Yeah, So, all right, that's done. What else happened today or this weekend? Oh, Juneteenth. I celebrated that yesterday at work. I didn't bring by not going to any calls. Yeah, I wish. Maybe that's what I'll say if the admin unit calls me out for calling in sick on Saturday, and just be like, I was observing Juneteenth. Right. And then they can't get you in trouble. Well, they can't get me in trouble anyways. No, you get to use your sick day. It's my sick time. Yeah. We do have in our general orders that if we call in sick, we can't go out. So if I were to call in sick and then post that I'm at the White Sox game, I could get in trouble. Yeah. No, that's kind of a thing. Well, my diarrhea cleared up. And I had already taken the day, so I mean. Excellent. Kind of worked out. Oh, so I was so excited about going in yesterday because, one, we were going to have a visitor. So Drew came to visit us last night. And he's 6 weeks into the fire academy. The hose dragger? The soon-to-be hose dragger. But now he's learning. Dragger. He's in the EMT part of the school. So he's learning all the medical bullshit, and he was throwing medical terms at us. We're like, dude, speak to us like we're cops. We don't know what the fuck you're saying. So you're telling me that he could start an IV if we got too drunk? Yes, he could. See, got to keep one of those guys around. Yeah. So I was excited to see him. It's been a long time. And so I didn't pack any food for work because I'm like, oh, Drew's coming. I'll stop and there's a great beef place by me. I'll stop there and grab either a beef or some hot dogs. And then we'll hang out with Drew. Here comes the cat. He's going to step on the board. And then good job, cat. It's Mittens. Get out of the way, Mittens. His name is Cat. I get to, excuse me. Come on. All right. Hi. So I get to work and I'm hungry. This is not at all distracting. Not even a little bit. I don't eat. If you're listening to the pre-show, you should really go watch the YouTube video. It actually will just be on YouTube this moment. Just for this moment right here. So I'm all excited. I'm all planned out. I bring no food. Usually I bring 2 peanut butter sandwiches, 2 bananas, a yogurt, some grapes, and fruit and other stuff. And I get to work, and I can't go get my food right away because the boss has to give us some roll call training bullshit. So I'm like, all right. So waiting for that. And Drew's going to be there at 7:30. So I jump in the squad and I shoot over to the beef place. And I'm like, wow, there's no cars in the lot. I'll get right in.
get my food. I walk up to the
was
door.
Closed, wasn't it?
It's fucking closed. It closed at 6 on Sundays. I'm like, son of a bitch. So and I'm starving. So I'm like, all right, well, there's a Subway right next to the Dunkin', right up the road. Fly over there. Subway's closed. That Dunkin's closed. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So they got to go to another Dunkin'. We have a small town. 3 Dunkins and 3 Subways in our small town.
You know what's not closed early on Sundays?
What?
7-Eleven.
Well, yeah, we've got 3 7-Elevens too. Figure that one out. So I had to go to get a coffee, and I just had a bagel and a fucking jelly donut for breakfast with a coffee. And then that was how my day started. But Drew stayed for like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Jeez.
I had to run out on a couple calls and come back, but it was nice to see him and got us all caught up with what's going on in the academy. And he's like he's 55 people in his academy. He's currently sitting at number, I thought 5 in the class. So the top 5 finishers. So you got academic, top fitness award. There's 5 things that you can be in the fire academy. Each of those people get to pick what district they want to work in. So, yeah, you can go to like the busiest firehouse in the city if you want. So he's looking forward to being that. There's only 2 former firefighters from the suburbs that are in his class and 1 nurse. So those are the 3 of the people that are ahead of him.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are just all recruits that weren't even cops like him. So he's got, and he's been chasing fires for his website as a photographer for 15 years or whatever. So he knows the job well. And
he knows how to take pictures of the job.
Yeah, and he's getting his ass kicked physically. They are just beating the crap out of him. But he said since he's been off our midnight shift, his body is like finally back to normal. He was having all kinds of digestive problems for 5 years on nights, and now he's going to the academy during the day. He's in bed at 8 o'clock at night or whatever, and weekends off, and his body's responding well. So I'm like, I can't wait. When's that going to be? Woohoo!
Took about a month, and my body felt immediately better. Like, even after the first day, I was like, oh, I like this. And then after about a month, like, I felt like a normal human being.
I can't wait, dude. I don't know when that's going to happen, but at some point, it'll happen.
Could happen tomorrow.
It could happen tomorrow. I mean, I still haven't heard from that last interview place. I'm like, what the fuck? I did, however, have a job offer, which I'll talk about in the show.
Sweet.
Yeah, so just have to go over some numbers. Not from anywhere that I've applied. So, but it was what I originally wanted to do.
All right. Well, why don't we jump over to the show and talk about it?
We can do that. I can get to the board because Mittens is sitting right in front of me.
Yeah, because we've been doing this for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't count because I stepped away for a while, but
yeah, for like good. 2.
Oh, it was only 2 minutes?
It wasn't that long.
All right, cool.
It was long enough I ran out of shit to talk about, but...
Did you? Am I going to have to listen?
Nah. I mean, I did the quick breakdown of what was in the background.
Okay.
I assumed that Wisconsin is another one of your favorite Big Ten teams.
No, you know what that is? Because you're
flag.
Funny. First of all, you're funny.
I know you have about 10 favorite
2.
teams in the Big Ten.
Michigan and Illinois. That's it. And it's Illinois first, then Michigan.
So you're telling me that if Illinois plays Michigan,
I root for Illinois
in the Big Ten title game,
Illinois.
You're rooting Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Michigan's my adopted favorite team because of my good friend Doug. We went there. His father was a professor there. I used to go to a game every year up there in the big house. So, anyways,
Michigan sucks.
That Wisconsin flag, I actually made it for Drew for Christmas 2 years ago because he's a Wisconsin grad.
Shouldn't it be in his house?
And, well, hold on. I'm going to show you something.
Mike, put your pants on. And Mike's climbing. He's grabbing the Wisconsin flag. Headphones are back on.
All right. Look at the badger.
Okay. Angry looking son bitch.
All right. Now, the depth of the cut was too deep. And then part of this is missing. It broke off. You know, the bit would just broke it off. It wasn't perfect. So I made another one. And then this wasn't really engraved well. It says one team, one dream.
I can read.
Well, I can't see if it was in the camera because I'm behind the flag now. So anyways, I wanted this the engraving to be deeper and this to be shallower and not broken. So that's what happened. I made him another one. And then this has just been sitting in my junk pile. Like either burn it or throw it away or give it. I said, you want this?
Sell it at a discounted rate. And
he goes, why would I want it? I already have one.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. Don't you have lots of friends that went to Wisconsin when they want it? And my next thing was, I want to practice with epoxy on it, right?
There you go.
So the badger
fill in
itself,
the badger with white?
Yeah, and black on the nose, right? And the mouth and stuff. And the eyes white and black. So I might do that, but then normally you would do that and then like run it through the drum sander to take that excess, off.
Just sand it
but
down.
It'll remove the stain, and then I'll have to restain it. So I might give it away. I like to do those flash giveaways on my Instagram page. You got one of those. Hanging in your shop.
I did. It is there.
Yeah. So
I actually thought about messing with epoxy to like make the Chicago Stars red.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, you can always reburn the flag.
Yeah.
If you had to level out, the epoxy.
Yeah, I just haven't got it. I'd have to take it off the wall.
Yeah.
And then mess with it.
And then it wouldn't be the flag I gave you.
Yeah, it's true. It wouldn't be.
It would be better.
It would be infinitely better.
All right, let's head over to the other show. Thank you for listening to the pre-show. Thank you for watching the pre-show on YouTube.
And
Ring the bell. Well, thank you.
No, you got to just pump the brakes, okay, Mr. Premature? All right, look. If you feel we've earned it and we've brought you some sort of joy or laughter, consider liking and subscribing and enabling notifications because, well, we asked nicely. And if we're ever to get sponsors, advertisers only care about
you mean more
subscribers.
Because we have a sponsor.
Do we though?
Yeah, driver back, baby.
I'm starting to wonder if Michelle's okay.
Check's right here. Yeah, I think Michelle's okay. She's just very busy. Her company's blowing up.
Well, good for them. It couldn't happen to nicer people. But, additional advertisers that's the main thing they look at is subscribers and
downloads.
Yeah, not even that. They look at subscribers. It's from what I've seen and heard talking to people in the know.
All right, so do all that stuff. Like, share,
please,
comment, subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications, send us questions. You can find out where to send us questions at the end of the actual show.
Yeah, but you know what? Because you've listened to the pre-show and you've made it this far, I'm going to tell you where you can. You can email voice memos to handcuffs&sawdustpodcast@gmail.com. You could also just type it out if you're shy. I get it. Type it out and send it to the same email address. Or you can send it in a direct message or DM as the children call it. And fire that son of a bitch off to Mike over at Marrazzo Woodworking or me at Full House Woodworking. None of you send me anything.
What are you talking about?
I've never gotten anything podcast related on my page.
Really?
Yeah, nothing. Zero. Unless I initiated the conversation.
Okay.
Or you could send it to the show's Instagram, which, I mean, in all honesty, I don't know if it gets monitored by Nelson. But
I think Nelson just set it up for us and he left.
You could write an insulting message to Nelson just to see if he's reading them. And you could do that at Handcuffs and Sawdust Podcast on the old Instagrams.
We actually have a Handcuffs and Sawdust podcast Facebook page too.
We do. Nobody has access to it. I wouldn't even bother.
I've added some things at some point, but I don't really know if I still have access to that. So
I don't know. And Mike is so engaged in today's show that he is posting on Instagram as we speak.
Right now.
I can still see my phone light up. What is
Hey,
this?
man.
I've been mentioned in a story.
Yeah.
I bet you it's got the cops music in it.
No, there's no music. I didn't put
no
music in it. No, just a picture of us recording the podcast.
Yeah, it's just a picture.
Yeah.
Well,
right,
on that note,
let's jump over.
Let's get out of here.
And
cut. Pause for effect.